Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to have you here with me this week. We are going to be doing an entire week of green eyeshadow looks to celebrate the upcoming St. Patrick's Day. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, stick with me for this video and stick with me the rest of the week while we celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Hi guys, let's get into this part of the video. So this particular video, I'm going to attempt to use this Auric palette, which I haven't used yet before. I picked it up like 2 or 3 sales ago from Colourpop's website. I picked up like the whole pastel collection, and I haven't done anything with it yet. So listen, let me just get some primer on. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer, the white one, because I want to really try to make this pop as much as possible because I have a feeling these shades are going to be like not super pigmented. So let's start there. I picked up that trio several months ago after I had already started this like weird obsession with pastels. And I picked up the pastel, the Morphe whatever palette, and the one they did with Pony Park, I can't remember what it's called, 2535 OPQ, it doesn't matter. It's not a great palette, but I picked that one up first. Thinking that I was gonna like just live my pastel life with this palette, and I did not love it. I ended up picking up the Nomad Cosmetics palette, and I did a comparison between those two palettes, and at the time I was like, I think the Morphe one is better. Not for quality, but for color selection, because there were so many more colors in that palette. But the more I think about it, the more I'm like, but if the quality sucks, then it doesn't matter how many colors there are, you know what I mean? So now I have the Nomad palette, which I do really like, the Tokyo Harajuku palette, but I wanted to try out Colourpop's version of pastels, so I picked these up, and I just haven't done anything with them. If you guys would be interested in seeing like a palette showdown kind of thing, let me know, because I can see about filming that for you as well. But this, I mostly wanted to do to play with some green shades. So if you haven't already figured out by the week of uploads that I'm doing, I am trying to do 1 week of green themed eyeshadow. And the reason for that is St. Patrick's Day. And I just thought that that would be kind of fun. And one of my lovely friends is green, like obsessed. Like the color green is just like her favorite color. So I was like, she will totally appreciate this. Even if she doesn't necessarily recreate any of these looks. So I'm just trying to get this all over, and then I'm using my fingers to just kind of like buff out the edges because I don't want it to be like a real harsh line. Where the white starts. So right now I look like a weird ghost, but hopefully it'll get better. I make no promises. Alright, so what I want to kind of do, and you can see I literally just pulled out the thing, like I haven't touched this palette, and I should have. But what I want to do is really use this like chartreusey fresh cut shade, and then I might put some of this and do like just a really blown out like one shadow kind of look with this. But then this one I may use kind of in the outer corners, and then I would like to use a pigment in addition, but we'll see how it looks before I throw a pigment in on top. Alright, so let's get a big fluffy brush. This is just a really old Birchbox fluffy blending brush. Okay, you guys, sorry. My mom stopped by to drop some stuff off outside, socially distanced, and I just wanted to go say hi. So let's get back into this color here. And I think the one important thing to know about pastel shades is that they're not going to be like neon shades. So if you're looking for like pastel or like light colored neon shades, I would look towards Terra Moon has a Neons bundle, or you can buy the shades individually. They're $6 a pan. Or the Fun Size palette from Sugar Pill is also like pastel neon. So that would be something that you could consider if you're wanting something that's going to be like super vibrant, lots of impact with minimal work. Because to get like vibrant shades, or to get like a vibrant appearance to these type of shades, you're going to need to put in a little bit more work, which is what I'm doing now. So the way that you could get these to be super vibrant for yourself, depending on what you have at home, if you have like a white eyeshadow base, which I am using, you could do something like that. You could also use like a white liquid liner and put that all over the lid and use that to kind of like pop the color. Yeah. And now let's go all over the lid here. And I so rarely do like a one shadow look, so that's why I'm kind of like, what can I do to keep this still be kind of interesting? But I don't want all of the looks that I do for this week to be the same, so that's why I'm trying to use like different colors of green, different palettes that include green, that kind of thing. So I did kind of like scour through my collection and find the greeniest of eyeshadows. I'm going to go in with a little bit of Healing Heart, which is this shade down in the bottom center here. And I'm just going to put that on kind of the inner and outer part of my lid. And it's basically the same shade but in a different finish. And I will say that you could do this even without having like a white base or anything underneath it. If you put like a little bit of concealer, which I know is not the best eyeshadow base, but if that's all you have that's a little bit lighter than your skin tone, you could use that as kind of a make-do if you're just trying to do like one look and you don't want to put out like more money to buy products to do a look like this. You could use like a concealer or something like that in order to give yourself a similar effect. So the one I'm going to use, this is by Pastel Roses UK, and this is a pigment called Sweet Pear. It's like a flaky metallic, like super metallic pigment, and they're multi-chrome. If you want to see, I do have a video on my channel swatching all of the multi-chrome pigments that I have. I think I have all but like 6 or 7 of them. So if you're really interested in seeing like almost every single one, trying to decide which one might be the right shade for you, that would be a video to watch. And I'm just going to take a little bit of glitter glue. This is NYX glitter primer, but you can use whoever you have on hand. And you can see like just how metallic and shiny that is. This particular shade is called Sweet Pear, and it looks very much like a light green pear kind of color in the pan or in the little dish. And then as you tap it on, it also shifts through like peach, gold, lime. It looks really pretty. but I can pretty much guarantee you are going to get a little bit of fallout with these, so you want to do this first or just be okay with the fallout, either one. Let's switch gears and get into the face products. So I am really excited. I want to give these two things a try. This is the Revolution by Makeup Revolution, of course, super dewy skin tint. I got in the shade light. They had like 5 shades. I think it was like light, medium, medium tan, deep, or super deep or something. I don't know. Because clearly that's not me. I'm a ghost. I knew I was going to get light. But this is the last one they had of the light, so hopefully this will work for me. And then they have this concealer as well. This is the Eye Bright concealer, which I also got in light. I'm hoping this is going to work for me. This appeared to be the one that was like on the lightest side of the spectrum. But after light, they had porcelain and fair. So I don't know if they like mislabeled. I don't know. So this is a gamble. I don't know if this is going to work for me or not, but we're going to try it anyway. I was excited to try it. My husband was going to take me to Sephora yesterday and try to cheer me up because I was having kind of a rough day. And I was like, actually, let's go to Ulta. So we ended up at Ulta, and I was wandering around trying to decide what I might want, and then I realized like I had so many little things like this on my wish list that were like things I wanted to try, but I had just never gotten around to like ordering or picking up from the store. So I was like, let me just grab a couple things. So I got this. I got a little Makeup Revolution cool toned eyeshadow palette that I'll probably try at some point in the future. I mean, I'll definitely try it. Whether or not I do it on camera, I don't know. What else did I pick up? I picked up a BH blush palette and the NYX High Glass primer, but those things had to be shipped to the house. I picked up another Milani eye primer because I was running low, so that's not like a super exciting thing. Picked up a couple brushes. I picked up a bunch of Wet n Wild makes a brush very similar to this, and I really like this shape of brush for glitter glue, and I tend to get them like really gunked up with the glitter glue, so I wanted like some dedicated brushes for that, so I picked up a couple of those. Might be about it. Yeah, it wasn't like a huge haul or anything, but it was like a couple fun things, and that kind of put me in a good mood. So just using a little bit of the Becca First Light priming filter just to try to use it up. I have a bunch of like sample sizes of primers that I just want to get used up. So let's go in with this skin tint. Fingers crossed that this is not too far off from like my actual skin. It does have a pump, which I appreciate. Oh, pretty thick consistency too, so we'll see. Alright, so there it is all put in. I think it's a little bit lighter than my skin tone, but because it's such a thin, lightweight kind of formula, when you spread everything out, I think I can still get away with it. Very soft. I don't see it like settling into my pores or anything. It does cover the redness on my cheeks just a little bit, kind of evens it out so it doesn't look quite so red here compared to the rest of my cheeks. I don't know how much of that redness shows up on camera though, because my lights are so bright, but I think it looks decent. We'll have to see how it wears throughout the day, because I'm not mad. Alright, and then this one is the Illuminating Under Eye Concealer, and this is, again, in light. It's an awful lot of clicking, not a lot of product coming out. Is this like the Becca Invisible Foundation, but it's invisible concealer? So I have clicked it all the way up, and the bottom stopper is now up into this like visual window, and I have not actually even used the product yet. So there's definitely a lot of air in this. There we go. Just finally starting to get something here. So I am getting just a little bit of like a peeling, kind of like pilling type thing going on, and I don't know if that's the combination of these two things. I don't know if it's just not working with the primer that I'm using, or if it's because of the retinol that I've been using, because I did get a retinol introduced into my skincare regimen about 3-4 weeks ago, and this past week I bumped up the intensity of the retinol, and I did start to notice some peeling. So I'm not sure that I can blame that on the concealer itself. I do think that this is a pretty decent match for me, and it definitely does still give me a little bit of glow. You can see some light kind of bouncing around, so I'm not mad with that. Let's finish off the eye look. I'm going to go back into the Aura and Out, and I'm going to like smudge this Healing Heart across the like lower third to half of my lower lash line, and then this kind of smoked out along the rest of the lash line. Okay, and then I am going to finish this off. I'm actually going to use one of my singles here. This is like a collection of kind of like special singles, and I have this one over here, which I think is Light Year from Terra Moon. I know it's from Terra Moon. I think it's Light Year. I'm going to put that just on the inner corner to really like pop everything out. Let's throw some mascara onto this, and I'm gonna put on some lashes. So let's go ahead and get some highlighter on. Not highlighter. Let's go ahead and get some blush on. I'm gonna use out of the Saharan Blush Volume 2. I think I'm actually gonna use this like really pinky blush down here because I think that would actually look really pretty, very springy. That looks so cute. And let's go ahead and just pop a gloss on with this. What do I want to use? This one be too pink? It might be. Yeah, I think I'm just going to use, this is called Rose and Shine, and it is by Soap and Glory. It is their Sexy Mother Pucker Gloss. Pucker Gloss. And it is supposed to be one of their like lip plumping glosses, so that's what you're getting out of that. Okay guys, and this is the finished look. What do you guys think? I actually really like it. I know the lashes are a bit much, and my lashes do not want to adhere in the center part of my eye, and that just is what it is. I'm just gonna take a deep breath and accept it, right? So I think this looks really cute. I think it's super springy, so if you're looking for something that's like, you know, kind of vibrant and interesting, but you're a little afraid to play with like the really deep dark greens, like a hunter green or a forest green, I think this you could still give that same St. Patrick's vibes. You got a really cool like shimmery kind of look here. You could, you know, potentially use like a pressed glitter or something if you're comfortable using those. I personally do not because they are not eye safe, so I would rather use something like this pigment that I have from Pastel Roses that I think looks really, really pretty with this eye look. I love how springy the blush is. I think it really like gives it almost like an Eastery like, I don't know, I just really like it. You guys will have to let me know down in the comments below what you think of this look. Again, this was using predominantly the Aura and Out palette. And it was, of course, my first time using the palette, so I'll have to let you know how things look then. Yeah, so let me know what your favorite look is so far. What are you interested in seeing? What are you hoping I'm going to be showing you throughout this week? I want to wish you guys happy St. Patrick's Day. Celebrate responsibly, please. And I'm going to catch you in my next video. Bye.